You're watching a Titan Medical Center production. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Titan Medical Center Health and Lifestyle Show. I'm John Tsikouris, and this is my wife, Sharisse, and we are the owners and founders of Titan Medical Center. Stay tuned because you guys are gonna love some of the information you guys are gonna get about your health, your fitness, maybe your financials, and definitely your relationship. So you definitely wanna stay tuned because you're gonna love all the great information coming your way. What do you think, Sharisse?
I think you should tune in every Sunday at 11 a.m.
So stay tuned for this because you guys are gonna love the rest of the show.
I'm about to order my blood work right now online at the Titan Medical website. Let me show you how easy it is. Just type in titanmedicalcenter.com. Click on the order blood test now, scroll down and click order now. Then all you have to do is go to your cart, then click checkout. And it's as easy as that. Within a click of a button, we're gonna send you an email with your prepaid lab slip and it's done. There's no excuse why you shouldn't get your blood work done today.
All right, so we're here, Discount Nutrition, grand reopening, and it's awesome to see a new generation, a new blood coming in here to take it over. Let's get inside here. Let's see what's going on. I heard B12 shots, amino shots for free from Titan swag, but there's all kinds of other people here, and it looks like a great day. Beautiful weather, so let's head inside, check it out. All right. All right, guys, we just finished up the grand reopening of Discount Nutrition here in Tampa, Florida. Titan Medical Center is here, of course, supporting. We love our guy, Mitch. We hope they do very well. We're giving out free B12 shots and amino shots, so if you missed that, you missed some free injections of some good stuff. Plus, we're giving out all kinds of swag, t-shirts, bags, and we had some of the Titan crew here, Big Drew, Waddy. I mean, there was all kinds of people here. So if you missed out, you missed a great event. You know what? Come down and support though. If you did miss or you came, come and support Mitch if you're getting your supplements. We appreciate Mitch and Discount Nutrition for having us here. We appreciate you, and we'll see you at the next Titan event. Let's go. What's up, guys? I'm back with another Titan tidbit for you guys. Now, maybe you guys think this might not be true. I want you guys to look it up. 225 pounds. If you can bench 225 pounds, you're stronger than 99% of the population. Isn't that crazy? For me, I was like, no way, this is nuts. So let's get to it. 225, let's go. Let's take a full ride, little spin, 225. I know football players do this like 20 times. All right, good reps, nice and slow, so feel them all. So, if you can bench 225, you're in the 1% club. And if you can't, you better start working your way up. Time to get stronger. Call Titan Medical Center so we can help you. Another Titan Medical Center event, and this time it was the 60th anniversary at Gold's Gym in Tampa. Our Titanettes were on the scene giving away free t-shirts, tank tops, bags, and exclusive Titan gear. And we had our nurse giving away free B12 shots and amino shots. Plus, we provide valuable knowledge on how Titan Medical Center therapies can help them feel better, look better, and perform better every single day. If you're going to the gym and you're working out hard and you're putting all that work in, complement that with your Titan therapies, the results will be amazing. So if you missed this event, check us out at the next event, because every event we're having exclusive giveaways and we're giving all that knowledge about our therapies.
What your doctor won't tell you, Titan will. So don't hesitate. Give us a call today, 727-389-3220.
All right, so this is incredible. It is available for everybody in the United States to get online, talk to you, call you, find out all the information they need to at Titan Medical.
That's correct. Real simple, real easy. They can go on the website, check out the therapies, check out what these therapies are going to possibly do for them as far as that goes, what's in these different therapies. And then if they have any questions, they can just call or text us. It's real simple and real easy. And we're going to walk them through the process of becoming a Titan Medical Center patient. Whether you're going to another clinic and you want to switch over, or you've never done anything like this before and you really want to improve yourself.
What I like is that, and we talked about this, this knucklehead, as dads, you know, we want to raise these guys the best we possibly can. We want to be able to tussle still. We want to be able to hang out. And I got a 5-year-old, and you got a savage 13, 14-year-old.
I know, it's
and
crazy.
You have to stay with, now I'm a much older guy than you. And I'm sitting here thinking, holy moly, how am I going to be able to hang with him when he's 14, 15? And in the last 3 months has shown me what is possible. The last 3 months being truly optimized to be my very best with Titan Medical has set me up to win. And it's so cool to like how the joints feel, how the body feels, how the skin is looking, how the energy is. And I got a much younger girl than me too, and I got to keep up with her in all aspects of life. So from me to you, man, Titan Medical has set me up that the, I guess we could say the haters are not going to get rid of me anytime soon.
No, those trolls are just going to try to go overtime on this one for sure. You know what? It's all about improving quality of life. Whatever, if you're 43 years old like me, 56 like you, but if you have a family, you want to keep up with the family. You want to make sure you're taking care of the wife, the girlfriend, whoever it is, and if you have kids, you want to be able to be active with the kids.
Yeah.
Be able to run around with the kids and not go out of breath or be like, I can't even go outside because I don't feel good at all. Or these people are just lost motivation because maybe their hormones are down and have no motivation to go outside and do anything or be active in any way, shape, or form. It's a shame.
They have to accept what they want in life and be realistic with themselves. They can't sit there and go, well, we all age, we all get older, and then that's the way life is. If that's the person's mindset, then unfortunately nobody can really help them. But if they are those individuals going, maybe there's something that can help me, here's your first step. Make the phone call, get on the site, sign up.
That's where you go.
Level up your life with Titan Medical Center's signature therapies.
Hey guys, I'm here at Titan Medical today, getting my blood work. I know I feel great. The blood work's probably definitely better than last time. Why don't you follow me in? Hey, good, how are you? Get some blood drawn, get my blood work done. So this process is very easy. You know, all you gotta do is come in, sit, take your blood work, draw your blood, doesn't even hurt. Get the results in 24, 48 hours, and then you know exactly where you're at. She's taking some blood out, we're gonna test it, and I think we're on a good road again.
Welcome back. My name is John, and I'm the Dogfather. Today, I have a special message for you. Your pets, they can be better than people, so make sure you take care of them like they take care of you. And how are you gonna take care of them? Well, you gotta be healthy to do that. And that is where Titan Medical Center comes into play. They can make sure your health is optimal, so you stay around long enough
they take care of your loved ones, that they take care of you. And that is a message from the Dogfather.
What's up, guys? John here, and I'm in the little Titan gym that we have here on the premise here at Titan headquarters in Tampa, Florida. And we're getting ready for Olympia right now. But, you know, for me, I have like serious injuries I'm dealing with. I need a total shoulder replacement, which I've needed for a couple of years now. I've just been covering up with BPC and TB500 for inflammation. But at that point, like, you know, having to dial in the rest of the body. And I'm nowhere near where I'm going to be towards Olympia. I mean, I'm coming in a little bit. I'm not as lean as I want yet, but I haven't really cut down to a deficit either. You know, I'm carrying a little bit more body fat than I usually do. But at that point, don't worry. I'm going to use that as fuel, right? I mean, the back looks straight. I mean, everything else is pretty put together. And at that point, I'll get this put together even more, define it out even more, shut up on the obliques, get rid of this body fat you see here. And I'm going to use some awesome peptides to do it. Some more weight loss peptides you guys might be interested in. You guys need to call or text about it if you want more information, or the ECA Stack Plus, and a lot more. So get dialed in, get ready for whatever you're getting ready for. You know, your shoot, your competition, just to look good every single day, or to look good in the bedroom for your partner too. Get with it like I am and follow the journey, because I'm gonna show you guys how to shred up even more. Let's go.
Hi, my name is Lisa Patel, and I've been a patient with Titan Medical Center for 10 years. So about 10 years ago, I was very involved in health and fitness and wanted a better lifestyle and just wanted to stay healthy. And that's what brought me to Titan Medical Center. So within waking up for the first 1 or 2 hours thereafter, I would literally be so drained. I felt super tired, weak, felt like I needed a nap, although I could not sleep. But one of the best things that happened was being on hormone replacement therapy. I was able to perform, I was able to work out, get my day started. I was able to go on runs and walks, and I mean, working out. That was a huge part of my morning and completely still is. And it truly helped me get back to optimal results. Hormone replacement therapy from Titan Medical Center made all the difference. Every time I walk into Titan Medical Center, it is absolutely flawless. From walking in, being treated by the customer service staff, including making my way back, I'm always greeted with a smile, always a bottle of water, and a bag full of goodies. So I've taken a variety of Titan Medical Center therapies over the course of a decade. It's been 10 years. And you know what's really helped is it's been able to help my mental focus, the ability to try to moderate weight gain. And truly one of the biggest things is just like being able to perform optimally. And as a woman, everything is decreasing over time. And so I want to be 20 years old again. And so really the focus here, and for 10 years ago to this point, and also my future, is to just stay optimal. I want to be able to work out. I want to be able to go all day long, and no matter what activities I have and career focus that I have. So Titan Medical Center has been a huge part in my delivery and performance throughout the years. So I would definitely recommend Titan Medical Center to others. If you want an optimal life, if you want to continue on your journey, take the steps to make sure you get your blood work done. Titan Medical Center services nationwide. So call us or text us today.
Peptides are made from amino acids that are linked together. They can be thought of as a small protein sequence. They have many functions in the body, including signaling and messaging. Some may act like neurotransmitters, while others may act like hormones. For people who have experienced connective tissue injuries like severe tendinitis, tendon tears, and even complete tendon ruptures, healing peptides can be beneficial with regards to repair and recovery of these complex injuries. If you have questions about which healing peptide is the most beneficial for you, call or text Titan Medical Center at 727-389-3220 or visit us online at titanmedicalcenter.com.
Fall is here. Seasons are changing. That means the temperature is dropping. We're going from hot weather to cold weather. And what can that affect your body and the way that it functions, especially your immune system? With all the cold, flu, and bacterial infections going around, what can you do to combat these things? Well, Titan Medical Center has your back with that too as well. We have a variety and slew of different immune system boosting therapies that can help you get through the winter, get through the fall, and be that person that never gets sick. Don't you want to be that person? I think everybody does, right? So what you gotta do is just get on track, call or text 727-389-3220 and ask us about our immune system boosting therapies that can help you feel better, look better, and stay healthier all the way through.
What are you doing to optimize your health? Titan Medical Center, real people helping real patients get real results.
Your Titan Medical Center therapy journey just got real.
What's up, guys? John here.
And Sharisse.
And we're back with another Cupid's Corner segment for you guys. Cupid's Corner, if you haven't tuned in before, we always go over like tips, tricks, certain things that should help your relationship either flourish, get back to where it used to be, or just ignite that flame that you guys both want, right? So this week, we have some great topics for you guys. One thing is something that you guys can do. I guess the second thing is something you can do too as well, right?
For sure.
Okay. All right. So the first thing, let's get into it. So now that this COVID deal is calming down a little bit, I guess, in certain states.
Calm.
It's calming down, so hopefully we don't get any other spikes or any crazy stuff.
No.
The first one is visiting your partner's hometown. Mm-hmm. You can learn a lot about somebody from where they come from, honestly, really. And usually it's different parts of the country. There's different things going on, right?
Right.
So people act different, people dress different, they talk different, they eat, maybe some different foods and stuff like that. So it's always good to, see where your partner came from, especially if they're really good people and stuff like that, and they like the place where they came from. Some people don't. They're like, I came from a small town. I don't want to go back to that small town. I never said I'd go back there, but it is what it is. That's what makes you. That's where you're part of, right? Mm-hmm. So, with me and Sharisse came here when she was 5 years old to Tampa, Florida. So when I met her, it wasn't really crazy about, getting to see her hometown because I already knew the hometown, right?
Right. But you don't just get to see the hometown. Let's be realistic here. You don't go to the hometown to see just the hometown. You usually go to the hometown to be like, Well, in my scenario, I'm like, are there any lingering friends around here? Ooh. So, you just like to know what's going on. That's me personally anyway. But, as far as meet his friends, like his old school friends, from high school and stuff like that. For instance, we went up there for your, was it your 10-year?
It was 10-year reunion.
10-year, right? And I got to meet some of the people he went to military school with, which was pretty cool because, it's he went to school with these people, and military school is a little bit different than public high school. It's a little bit smaller of a group, and I'm sure that they have, really tight relationships. So it's good to hear the old school stories about John and what he did and how he did it, because those are funny stories. Oh, yeah. And don't let John tell you, because, my hometown's here in Tampa, we'll call it that. But, he's ran into people that I went to high school with, and got some, cute little stories out of it too. But it's nice to visit hometowns because usually that's how you get some of the background history on someone. Yeah. It doesn't necessarily have to be, they came from Brazil or, whatever it might be. I went to Chicago. Right. I got to meet like all his friends that were DJs and go out to the house music clubs and get to see what was going on. Now, of course, this is like 12 years ago. Gosh. But it was fun. I loved going to Chicago. Yeah, I was like, sure. Oh yeah, we get to go out, have a good old time, But yeah,
it's good. I mean, it's good. You know, and I like showing Sharisse like where I came from and kind of what I had to go through and stuff like that because it's just different. People grow up different. People do different things. You know, they don't experience these different things unless they've actually lived them themselves or they've seen them. And most of the stuff that I grew up doing, I don't think Sharisse has experienced before.
Example, come on, a big one's a horse.
Snowmobiling.
Horses.
I used to race and show horses.
Who would think, John?
Yeah, I know.
Horses.
So, yeah. So,
that's cool.
You know, just a lot of different things, you know, like where my old house was, where I grew up at. I got to show Sharisse that and stuff like that. Meet a variety of my different friends that she's never met before. You know, I only get one that really comes down and visits me all the time. But, you know, they're up there. And it was just cool, you know, showing Sharisse, like, where I went to high school at and stuff like that. It was cool. It brings back memories for me. It was good to share those memories with Sharisse. I had good memories, thank God. And, you know, it was just cool. So she learned a little bit more about me and where I came from, which increases that bond, that connection between you two. Now you know a little bit more about each other. When you know more about somebody, it usually increases the bond and tightens things.
I agree.
You know? So it was really, really cool. So that was cool. So that's the first one. The first thing that we want to offer you guys for advice is make sure you guys are seeing the hometown or city where your loved one or partner came from. And that way you can see, you know, their origins or kind of where they came from and maybe understand them a little bit better. Right? So that's just one. So the second one, and this is kind of where I dealt like, you know, I was teeter-tottering like, you know, these are things you should do, but this is something you should not do. Okay? And I see it all the time. And this is, don't compare your relationship to other people's relationships. Okay, I see it all the time. And I see a girl, I want my relationship to be like this, or I want it to be like that. You know, at that point, you're setting some expectations that could be very, very high that you might not hit goal-wise. Right? Because if you see so, and different things work for different people. Your relationship and your boundaries or what you and your partner are okay with might be totally different from the couple that you're emulating, you want to be like. You know, and that's where it comes into play. Like, make your own path. Do your own thing. If, you know, you set your own boundaries with your partner, you have your own experience with your partner, you set what is okay with you and your partner.
That's what's your guys' thing.
Right. And comparing that to somebody else's relationship, you know, like I said, you might be setting yourself up for failure because your partner might not be that person like that's in that relationship, might not act the same way, might not do the exact same things, and you have your mindset like, this is how I want her, this is how it's going to be, and when that person doesn't come through, now you're disappointed. Now there's, you know, there could be some friction between you guys, you know, there might be some issues. So that's really where it's at. And another one that goes right along with this, don't compare your relationship to your last relationships.
Oh, that's an ugly one.
That's horrible.
And don't bring it up.
You bringing it up to the person is bad business.
Like, you know what? He used to get me these kind of chocolates.
Yep.
I like those chocolates way better.
Yeah.
Do not do that.
My ex never did this to me. Like, how many times have you heard that?
Yeah.
Like, probably a lot,
I think
right?
everybody does it, right? At some point.
I think, you know, it is a mistake that people do.
It's usually like your amateur mistakes. That's
It
usually
is.
like your after the honeymoon period, because everybody has honeymoon period.
Yep.
Me and John are lucky to have honeymoon period 12 years later, right? But, you know, it's like kind of after that honeymoon period where I feel like it's that amateur hour where you're still learning each other and, you know, you might reminisce about what happened in the past with maybe one of your other significant others or a past husband or past wife, that they did something that, you know, let's just say this one doesn't do. You probably should don't bring it up. Maybe if you want it that bad, for instance, let's just say your last wife cooked all the time, right? And your new wife doesn't cook, right? You're going to want to make sure that you don't say anything about the last wife cooking and maybe nonchalantly say something about you wanting dinner every night. You know, just, hey, honey, I love your cooking. Can you cook again tomorrow and the next day and this weekend and the next day?
Absolutely. So there's ways to phrase things or to ask for things without making the comparison to the ex. And like I said, people are going to be more defensive when you say something like that. Like my ex, you know, oh, well, why don't you go back to your ex then? Or, you know, I'm not your ex. You know, it is what it is. Yeah. So, I mean, there's ways to ask, you know. Like I said, if it's whether it's in the bedroom, it's out of the bedroom, the way your relationship is or is handled, or certain things you guys say to each other. You know, this is where you guys set the boundaries. And really, you guys should set that in the beginning of the relationship. You know, be honest, communicate. We say that a million times over and over, but communicate, you know, what you want or what the boundaries are going to be, or how you like things or what you expect.
Well, not even that, though. I mean, honestly, let's be realistic.
I mean, what I expected of Sharisse, I told her, listen, you're going to be my girl. You're going to cook and clean.
I didn't know how to cook, and I did.
So I had to teach her both, because you got to be able to do it to be able to teach somebody, right?
Listen, it's the truth. I'm not lying. You know,
so,
I did not. But listen, I was saying, you know, realistically, I really think that, you know, even over time, that you build those boundaries together. Like, some boundaries might change, some things might be, you know, you might adjust things throughout the relationship. Yeah. So, you know, that's a good way to just build it together. Sure. You know, you're going to build it together on what is expected of each other, and not have to, you know, do any comparisons.
Issues are going to arise. The best way to do is communicate about the issues, get the issues cleared away, set up the boundaries, know where each other's head's at, get on the same page. I think that's another big mistake a lot of people don't do. They don't get on the same page, or they lose the page they were on with their partner.
Yeah.
And that's a whole different subject, you know? So at that point, you want to make sure you guys are communicating, because that's key. And just make sure that you guys are not comparing your ex to your new relationship, because
that's bad.
You obviously left the ex or the past relationship for some reason.
Right. Okay? Didn't work out, right? That's why they're their ex.
Exactly. So at that point, you know, you're thinking through your head, you're like, you know, all these bad things, but this one good thing this person did for me. All right. So at that point, listen, your partner, your new partner could be able to do those things for you. If you ask properly, or you set the boundaries or expectations that way. And that way they know, and they understand how you feel, and you guys are communicating like that, which is, like I said, it's key to any relationship. Business relationship, right? Emotional love relationship. I mean, it's key to have. So just make sure you guys are following these little guidelines, because I promise you guys, it will save you a lot of hurt, a lot of time, and a lot of problems. Okay?
Think about it. You guys have it easy. Me and John have to create all these boundaries on so many different levels. Business, emotional, bedroom, outside, everything. You know, I got like 80 levels of different boundaries we had to create. I mean, it took us, you know, a solid 12 years. I think we're pretty solid on this now. You know, it's easy, it's cake, but, you know, it takes time.
Yeah, different experiences could bring up different questions, and those questions need to be answered by both you guys coming together and coming up with a plan, basically. And that plan will set you guys up for relationship success.
Yes.
And that is key, relationship success, because that's what you guys are going for, right? That's what people get in relationships, or should get in relationships for. There shouldn't be any ulterior motives. It should be genuine. You guys should want to be together. Usually you guys are the happiest in the first couple months or year or whatever it is, and that kind of wears off. It hasn't worn off for us, so just keep it alive, man. And I'll come up with like 5 different ways to keep your relationship alive in the next coming episodes. Ooh. So you guys want to make sure you guys stay tuned every Sunday to Cupid's Corner with me and Sharisse, right? Or you guys can catch it on our Facebook. Make sure you guys are checking out Instagram. YouTube has all of these great videos and all of our different segments from our TV show. So make sure you guys are checking that out too.
Don't forget, if you want to feel better, look better, and perform better, then you got to call us, 727-389-3220. You can text us as well, and we'll catch you next Sunday.